on what we are going to learn today. So these are our objectives. By the end of the lesson, the trainee should be able to define computer terminologies, outline computer hardware components. I hope we'll enjoy the lesson.
We are looking
So we are going to, yes?
I'm just saying we are looking forward
Matthew?
to the lesson.
We can continue, or there's any concern?
There's nothing of concern. I'm just saying we are looking forward to the lesson.
Okay, thank you. So we are going to start with the first objective. We define computer terminologies, and we will start with the computer, whereby a computer, it is an electronic device that takes in data and instructions as input, works with the data, also known as processing, and produce information as output. So a computer accepts data as input and give out information as output. We have basic terms in computing: data, which refers to the raw facts that are fed to a computer, like text, numbers, letters. So data cannot be used for decision making, whereby on the other hand, we have information, and this is the processed data that is used for decision making. Again, we have the basic terms: processing. This is the act of converting data into information. Let us move on. We see the typical personal desktop computer. I hope for now in your computer lab, you have ever seen a computer whereby it is composed with various parts, or it consists of various parts. We have the system unit, mouse, and the keyboard. So that is a desktop computer, and as you can see in your screen, it holds the physical parts, the tangible parts, also known as hardware. Let us look on, we move on to importance and limitation of computer. Since you are a student in ICT or computer science or related field, you can see that computers have various advantages and disadvantages. I'm going to point on few examples of advantages. The first one, a computer can help you automate various tasks that you cannot do or are very cumbersome to do manually. An example, a computer can be configured to record all transactions regarding to cooperative members. It can then produce reports and statements regarding members instantly. So computers have made it possible for users to withdraw money from our bank accounts from a remote location using automated teller machines, also known as ATM. The other advantage, number 2, it helps you to organize your data and information in a better way. This eases the process of retrieval. Therefore, you can become very efficient when you can respond to any queries in a very short while. So organization of data is enhanced efficiently. Number 3, it has more computing and calculating power than an ordinary human being. So here, let us take a scenario on comparing a human being with a computer. When solving problems, the mathematical problems, cosines, sines, tangents, those which you learned in your statistics, you can see that a computer is more powerful. Even a calculator can give you accurate results. Number 4, a computer has a large storage capacity for data and entry files. So a computer can hold a large amount of data. Then number 5, computer using the internet have made it possible to meet partners and even date online via the dating sites. Actually, the connection of computer and the internet has made communication to be efficient, and you can communicate with one person or one another from one location to another. Number 6, a computer has made communication faster and cheaper. Let's say when you are using email, it is affordable comparing to having take you up. Let us take an example. When you are sending an email and delivering your papers, you do the poster. Using a computer, it will be more cheap comparing using posters. That is the communication which has been enhanced by a computer. Limitation, on the other hand, we have limitation of computers, and these are the limitation or the disadvantages. Though computer is programmed to work efficiently, it is programmable by human beings to do so. Computer only follows these instructions. If the instructions are not accurate, the working of computer will not be accurate. So here, this point means if you feed in the computer with wrong information, it will give you a wrong output. The other limitation, it is very difficult to make a computer act correctly in all situations, since a computer can be truly intuitive. Without supervision, computers will operate poorly when dealing with unexpected circumstances, such as information or instructions that are incorrect or incomplete. The other thing, the computer cannot think by itself. A computer needs to be operated by a person who is the live wire. Number 4, a computer cannot take care of itself like a human. So without maintenance, a computer cannot maintain itself by troubleshooting itself it needs a person to operate it. That is the disadvantage of computer. The other thing, the last one, a computer can retrieve data very fast, but this technique is linear. A human mind does not follow this rule. A human mind can think randomly, which a computer machine cannot. So a computer cannot think the way human being thinks. So that points the limitation of computers. We have looked on advantages and disadvantages of computers. We are going to look now the application areas where computers are used, and I just outlined them in science and technology, and in education, banking and finance, recreation, security, and other fields. So those are the application areas where computers are used. Let us move on to basic computer components of a computer system. And a computer system is a collection of different parts. That's the way human beings have the system, such as breathing system, we have reproductive system, etc. Now a computer system comprises of different components. We have the hardware, software, and the liveware. So the hardware, these are the tangible parts of a computer. And the hardware parts includes the input devices, central processing unit, storage devices, output devices like printers and monitors. So we are going to look in our next content, we are going to look on the computer hardware. Then we know what it comprises. We have the computer system component number 2, software, and these are non-physical parts of a computer. So these are the instructions fed to a computer, and they tell a computer what to do. For example, we have the system software, which is an OS, like OS, and application software, such as Microsoft Word, database, etc. So this application software helps the user to accomplish a certain task. Then you have people, computer system component, and people operate the computer. Let us move on to computer hardware as our objective number 2, whereby a computer hardware refers to tangible parts of a computer system. That is the physical equipment of the computer. The internal architectural design of a computer differs from one system model to another. However, the basic organization remains the same for all computer systems. And computer hardware corresponds to the 5 basic operations performed by all computer systems, and they include input devices, memory, processor of the CPU, the output devices. Input devices, for example, we have the keyboard, mouse, the joystick, etc. Then you have the output devices, whereby you can see the information. Let's say like the monitor, you can view the information key in using the input devices. Then you have the memory, whereby the data or information can be saved. So that marks the end of our lesson. Thank you for your cooperation. And I have an assignment here to discuss the advantages of a computer maintenance. So in our next lesson, we are going to start on computer maintenance. We understand what we need in computer maintenance. So far you have learned the computer terminologies, advantages of computer, disadvantages or limitation. We have computer application areas and computer hardware. So any question, any query?
No questions from my end. I think everything was clear enough.
Thank you for your cooperation. Let us meet on our next lesson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.